Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Angelic Aura. It's your girl Angel, and I'm back with another video. Okay, this is how you protect your peace. If you clicked on this video, this is because you want to know what are the 5 ways you can protect your peace throughout everyday life. Okay, so if you're ready, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so the first way you can learn how to protect your peace is, of course, stop people pleasing. Stop people pleasing. And that means whatever it is that you do when you are overextending yourself for other people, especially when they don't ask for it. Okay, learn how to only give help when you're asked. Learn how to give advice when people are seeking you for their advice. Okay, learn how to be there for people when you know they want you to. Okay, don't overextend yourself. Don't give out unsolicited advice. Don't do anything that will drain your energy. Okay, and that could be seen, it can be seen as you being kind-hearted, and because you are kind-hearted. Okay, you're a people pleaser because you're kind-hearted, but there's also a part of you that is doing this for the validation of others. There's a part of you that is doing this only because you want people to see your value and your worth, and you want people to see that you care. Okay, this is not the best thing you can do. This is not going to get people to like you. This is not going to get people to be more appreciative of you, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get people to see your value. You're trying to get people to be more appreciative of you. And it's because you want whatever it is you're doing be done to you, but you're seeking it the wrong way. You're not going to receive above and beyond from the people that you're doing this with, from the people that you're giving this to unwaveringly. Okay, you have to do it because, one, your heart is in it, and two, is because you love yourself. Okay, the only way you're going to receive abundance and blessings, and the only way you're going to attract people who are just as giving as you are, is if you learn how to give all that energy that you're giving out. Learn how to give that energy back to yourself. Learn how to come within yourself and be a people pleaser to yourself. Be a pleaser. Be a self pleaser. Okay, be a self pleaser. Learn how to be a self pleaser. Learn how to be selfish. And selfish is a very misinterpreted word. Okay, when people think of the word selfish, they think of somebody who just doesn't care about anyone. Like, no, that doesn't it doesn't have to be like that. Okay, you're only like that if you're just being ignorant or you're being inconsiderate. Okay, being selfish and inconsiderate are two different things. Okay, but when you're being selfish, you're pouring your energy into yourself, and that is going to attract those people who want to give to you, because they see that you're giving to yourself. They see that you see your own value, and they're going to be attracted to that. They're like, hey, I like this person, and I like how I like how she handles herself, and I like how she is there for herself, and I like how she values herself, and I like how she only gives out her energy whenever she's asked to. So I'm going to come to her and I'm going to ask her for advice. How do you do this? How do you value yourself so well? How do you give so effortlessly to yourself? How can I start by doing that to myself? How can I do this to other people? And there's nothing wrong with being generous. There's nothing wrong with being kind-hearted and considerate of other people. What I'm saying is just being a people pleaser is not being generous. Okay, it's people pleasers are dead, are not dead. People pleasers are like real life showing you that they do not care about themselves, and not in like a way that's like they may be unaware of this. Okay, so a people pleaser is just someone who just bends over backwards for other people, and especially in the worst times that they do is when they're tired. They do this even when they're tired. They do this when they're stressed out, when it's not even their burden to carry. It's not their responsibility to handle certain situations like this. Okay, know when to say no. Okay, know when to say no. Know when's the right time to give your energy to others, and when's the right time to like be within yourself. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being generous. Just give to yourself first. Become your first priority. Okay, now the second way you can protect your energy and protect your peace is by creating boundaries. Now, this also comes into this is how you get out of that people pleasing energy, is creating those boundaries with yourself, with other people, with your family, your friends, your coworkers, your relationships. Okay, creating a boundary, saying no. The word no is your boundary. Okay, when someone is asking you, because this is someone who sees you as a people pleaser. So if they ask you for something, they know that you're going to say yes, even when you shouldn't be saying yes. Even when you got A, B, and C going on in your life already, they know that you're going to hang that to the side and come to their beck and call. No, this is the part where you set that boundary. Like, you know what? I have too much going on in my life, and if I don't get this situated right now, I'm just going to collapse. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to give out anything. So this is the part where you learn to say no. Like, no, I don't have time for that right now. I wish I could, or you know what, any other day, you know, I'd be more than happy to help you with this, but I have to focus on myself right now. Simple and plain. You don't have to be mean about it. You don't have to be a bitch about it, okay? Just say no. Like, I don't have time for this. I'm sorry, you know. If I know someone else who can help you, I will recommend them to you. But right now, I am unavailable. Learn how to stop being available for unavailable people. Okay, learn how to stop being available for, especially emotionally unavailable people. When it comes to your relationships, like your love relationships, your significant others, and these people are emotionally unavailable. They cannot give you that emotional security that you need, that comfort that you desire. You should not be available for them, because they're unavailable for you. Like, it should be balanced. It should be, you know, you guys should be male and female, you know, in balance. But when the male is like not receptive of your love, and he's not, you know, gonna give it out either, it's unbalanced, and it looks weird, and it's uncomfortable. So get out of that energy, okay? Set that boundary. And when I mean by setting your boundary with yourself, okay, learn how to set a boundary with yourself by reminding yourself that it's okay to not be available, okay? For instance, if you, like I said, not being available for other people, other relationships, for work, okay? Listen to your body. When you're creating boundaries, this is the part where you learn to listen to your body. Whenever you're feeling drained, exhausted, okay, mentally scattered, that is your body telling you that you need to take a break and you need to rest, okay? That is the boundary that you're going to start setting with yourself. Like, whenever I feel this way, I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing, and I'm going to do whatever I need to cater to my needs right now. That's how you set a boundary with yourself. And not only are you setting boundaries with yourself, but you're creating a stronger and healthier foundation with relationship with yourself and other people, okay? When you set boundaries with the right people, they're going to respect those boundaries, and they're going to, matter of fact, they're going to start setting boundaries with you. You know, it's just going to be, it's going to help the relationship grow. When you're around someone who doesn't want to see you grow, who doesn't want the best for you, who doesn't want you to have boundaries because they want it, because they're all just take. They're the type of people that you don't need in your life. So when you start setting those boundaries and you stop becoming a people pleaser, you're going to start seeing leaving your life. People are going to start leaving you. People are going to start hating on you because you love yourself. But you know what? It's only because, don't take it personally. Okay, that's another way you can protect your peace, is to not take things personally. Which is also in my previous video that I uploaded, which is ways to maintain your spiritual maintenance, is by not taking things personally. But yeah, let those people go. Let them go. If they don't want to be in your life anymore, bye, goodbye. You don't have to be here. No one's holding you hostage, okay? You can go and be the best you can be. But understand that when people reject those boundaries, it's because they have something going on within themselves that you have nothing to do with it. So don't take it personally. Let them go, let them be, and you continue to flow in your greatness. All right, so moving on to the third way you can learn how to protect, the third way you can protect your peace, which is limiting social media, which is Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, Twitter, social media platform you have. limit your screen time. Limit being on those apps, because those apps can drain your energy. Constantly scrolling mindlessly, seeing the lives of other people that may look better than you, seeing people look better than you, it could be draining, and it can be exhausting, and it could be discouraging to your mental health and your self-esteem. Okay, when you're constantly scrolling, you're wasting your time, because you could be out doing something productive, you could be out doing something creative, you could be out healing, you know. So sometimes social media can become a distraction for you. So I'm also practicing on how to limit my screen time in order to help me grow, because it's really the small things that you have to look out for. You know, some people, like I said, are not going to be aware of their phones being 90% of their own problems. Okay, learn how to put it down. Learn how to go outside, take a breath of fresh air, go for a walk. Okay, sometimes your phone is taking your energy. Is causing you to not be in a place of peace. All right, so moving on to the fourth way you can protect your peace, which is letting go of attention seeking. Okay, now me being a Leo, this is something that, like I said, I'm still practicing on how to get out of this energy. When you become a attention seeker, most of the times it is because in childhood, growing up, you have been starved of receiving validation, attention, being growing up to where your parents didn't really make enough time for you, and you were pushed to the side, having to play by yourself or spend time with other family members, whether it was your parents or who you'd rather be spending time with. So growing up now, in your adulthood, you become an attention seeker. And this is shown in ways where it's just like you are doing any and everything you can to do to receive that attention. This is really shown up a lot in relationships with significant others. Okay, you wanting this person to text you 24/7. You want this person to be more than consistent with communication, more than consistent with quality time, not realizing that they have their own life going on. And sometimes it's okay to not be together 24/7. Sometimes it's okay to do things not with your significant other or your friends, or it's okay to do things by yourself. You don't have to be seen doing something 24/7. You don't have to have someone next to you 24/7 to go to the bathroom or go shopping or go out to eat or go to the movies. Okay, learn how to be by yourself. Learn how to be by yourself. Learn how to be okay with being by yourself. Learn how to be comfortable in your aloneness, and know that does not mean you will become lonely. Okay, breathe through that. Being loneliness is only grown out of your loneliness is only grown out of that drought of self-love. Okay, because you don't spend enough time with yourself. So therefore, you don't spend enough time with yourself, so therefore you don't like to be alone. Okay, but when you get out of that energy and when you learn how to be by yourself, you get out of the attention seeking energy, and you accept the fact that I'm happy with who I am and what I'm doing without the validation of others, without needing to be seen, without the desire to be seen, because that's the ego. That is the ego that makes you feel like you're unhappy unless whatever you're doing is being seen, being recognized, or being validated. And when I tell you I'm still working on this right here, this is probably like my biggest challenge, is learning how to be okay with not being seen, being okay with being seen, and not not letting that validate who I am. That's another thing. Okay, when I'm putting myself out into the spotlight and I get that anxiety and that insecurities, even because I am challenging with being seen, and I think it's more so it's me being wanted to be validated by being seen. So I'm trying to separate the two. I'm trying to remove my ego out of my career, out of my energy. and create a healthier ego. So learn how to let go of attention seeking, because that can be draining of your energy. All right, and so the last thing before I got cut off, okay, the last thing you want to do to protect your peace is forgive yourself. Learn how to forgive yourself and learn how to forgive others, because holding on to that grudge, holding on to that guilt and that shame of your past, of who you used to be, holding on to the anger and the hurt of what others have done to you when they weren't in a place of love, when they weren't in a good place at their own headspace. Learning to let that go is probably the hardest thing ever, but I'm telling you, that is the major thing that you need to do in order to be at peace with yourself, because that is going to block your heart chakra. It's going to create blockages within your work, create blockages within your future relationships, your relationships with yourself. When you become aware and acknowledge the fact that you need to let the hurt that you've brought on by yourself and the hurt that other people have brought on to you, when you become aware of that and you learn to let that go, you will feel so much better and so much lighter, and you will be able to create and produce in a more healthier mind space, in a space of love. Okay, understand that you are not perfect. Understand that whatever you do, that you do out of love, and that people are watching. Okay, when you get out of that space of that hate, that anger out of your heart, you attract more abundance. Okay, shadow work is the key to personal power, personal strength, to abundance, forgiving. And it's hard, I know. I'm doing it today. That's why I'm sharing this with you, to let you know that the things that I've experienced, the things that I have put to practice work. This whole list that I'm repeating back to you works for me. And I've seen its work. And of course, there are days there's going to be times where, I struggle with not stop people pleasing. I struggle with attention seeking. I struggle with forgiving others, and I struggle with, creating boundaries. There's going to be days like that, and that's okay. You're human. You're going to fall in and out of the cycle. But as long as you're aware of what you're doing, then you'll be able to stop, and you'll be able to see the difference and want more of that difference. Okay, get into the familiar feeling of being rewarded for growing, getting that rewarding feeling of elevation, getting that rewarding feeling of prospering out of that stagnant energy, out of your past. Because it feels better at the end. It's at the end, even though there's no really such thing as the end, it does feel better once you get to the other side. Once you get through that negative energy. Once you get through who you used to be. You have to go through it. Okay? But you know what? If I can do it, so can you. Okay? So it's hard, but it's possible. That's what I love to say. It's hard, but it's possible. And that's something I have to keep reminding myself. It's hard, but it's possible. So that means it can be done. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to want it for yourself. You have to want best. You have to want the best for yourself. Okay? And I know growing up in this society, we have been conditioned to settle for less, and to settle for the things that aren't good for us, because it's been taught that, oh, we can't get anything better, so we have to deal with this. No. That does not have to be your reality. It doesn't have to be a reality, and it shouldn't be a reality. Struggling should not be our reality. Letting people disrespect us and treat us any type of way should not be our reality. And I'm low-key getting emotional. Seriously, the way I used to treat myself and the way that I let other people treat me, I'm sorry. The way that I have grown so much into who I used to be. I have grown so much. I've been doing this for 4 years. I've been healing for 4 years. Okay, I've messed up and I've been through things that I am proud to say that I don't have to go through that anymore. Okay, I had to recognize where my patterns were. I had to recognize, who I was and what I was doing that was stopping me and blocking me from my blessings. I had to recognize the people in my life that was blocking me from my blessings. And this list right here, you can't really see it, but these little steps right here, these 5 little steps, I promise you, it makes a difference. It really does make a difference. And I can't believe I just cried on here. But you know what? That's a part of healing. And it's okay to cry. Crying is releasing. And it's human. Being vulnerable is human. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I'm going to get off here and cry some more. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you take what I've said and actually apply it to your life. Okay, don't just listen to these affirmations. Don't just listen to these influencers. Okay, actually start applying what we're teaching you. Actually start applying what we're sharing with you. This is useful information. Okay, and we're all doing this together. We're all healing together. So if you guys need help, if you guys, want to reach out to me, I'm open for readings. And, once I get my coaching business back started up, then I will make sure I'll put the link in my description. But go ahead and like and subscribe in this video. Share with your friends if you feel called to do so. And just, like I said, take it one step at a time. Remember that it is hard, but it is possible. So that means it can be done. Okay, I love you. I hope you guys have an abundant day and cry if you need to. Okay, peace.